but we also got a special guest in the building. Big salute, bam. Yo, what's good, Chief? How you doing? How you doing? I'm good. I'm good. Yo, Odin Rock, you've been working. Yes. Furious Styles on top of that.
Furious Styles crew forever.
You've been busy, you know what I'm saying? So you do a lot of work, you know what I'm saying? We're going to be talking to my man Odin. He shoots a lot of music videos, a lot of video projects, and does a lot of b-boying, you know what I mean? So, yo, we'll be right back. I want y'all to nod y'all head, let y'all people know the Rock the Mic show is on with TJ Super, you know what I'm saying? Yo, stay locked in. We'll be right back with you. I got a video to get your head nodding. We'll be right back. Let's go. I'm in the building though. Bam. Yo, what's good, Chief?
What's going on, baby?
Yo, you've been doing work, yo. I promise, and I've known you guys. Of course, I've known of you guys for some time. Big salute out to the whole mighty crew. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I didn't know you did video until more recently and stuff like that, man. Let's talk about the videos first, and then we're gonna go back and talk about all the beautiful b-boy life.
No,
man.
for sure.
Let's talk about that.
I mean, it's really all intertwined.
Yeah.
It started off me doing videos because of the crew, our anniversaries.
Right.
It would be
okay.
It originally started with people wanting to book us for shows.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, "Can we see a video of you guys?" And we're like, "Well, we got no videos of us." So I'm like, "Yo, let's film something." And I would film and edit, send them my promos, and then I would just update it as we would do more things.
Right.
So I wasn't even trying to be a cinematographer or editor.
Yeah.
And so that just started happening, and then we would do our anniversary event, and just as a side hustle, I was just like, let's sell DVDs. I'll film and edit the videos, and so that started getting me into that.
Right.
And then as it progressed with my breaking career, I was just like, I want to move to LA to pursue dancing. It was originally dancing when I wanted to be in LA. I wanted to be like in music videos.
Yeah.
I seen some friends in like some music videos. I was like, that'd be dope. I could get paid to break in these videos and go on tours with artists. So I moved to LA. And when I was out there, I caught the bug of wanting to act. And so I got into commercials. What really happened was I booked a commercial, and the money and that came from that versus like a music video. I was just like, oh, you know what?
Right.
I was like, let's try the acting for a little bit. Let's see what that's all about.
let me see what direction that goes in. Right.
So, and I was just infatuated with the whole process of it. Whenever I would be on set, I would, if I wasn't working, I would watch the director, see how's he talking to the actors, how are the actors responding, all this, the lighting guy over here, how they set. I was always just observing everything. And, and normally, like, actors or, people that are on set, like, are just in a trailer.
Yeah, they're just standing there, like moving mannequins.
Yeah. So, and I was just, like, watching it all. And then, how it really got started for me to, like, really wanted to do, like, film work. My agency, I was telling them, like, yo, send me out to movie auditions because I want to act. And they're like, well, we don't have any footage of you. I was like, well, I don't have any footage because you guys haven't sent me out to book something. I was like, if I book something, I can show you those clips.
It's that whole dynamic. You know what I'm saying?
And then I just took it upon. I was like, you know what? I'm going to film my own movie.
Yeah.
And then send them that. And then we did a short film. Me and my boy Anakin, also known as Cannon.
Salute.
He helped me film it.
Right.
And then the response that we got from that, and the joy that I felt of creating my own thing, I was just like, you know what? I was like, I don't even want to wait for these auditions. I'm just gonna create my own stuff.
Create your own stuff.
And so that just started off that one clip. People were hitting us up like, yo, can you guys do a video for us? Can you do a video for this? And then it started off with more of my work. Started off with weddings. Weddings is an easy job.
Wait, I want to pause you right there, you know what I'm saying? Because there's people out there who may not be familiar with or may not know that they're familiar with your work. Like, they probably watched one of your videos and didn't know they watched one of your videos. For everybody plugged into the show who watches the show regularly, you probably watched some of his videos and didn't know, you know what I'm saying? But I wanted to segue right there, and we'll come back. But speaking of Anakin, we got a video that you just shot with Anakin a little while ago.
Yeah.
So I want to drop that to let everybody know some of the work you did. It was a video of the week not too long ago, you know what I mean? So we're going to drop that, and then we're going to come back, and then we're going to talk to my man O some more. So y'all stay locked in. We'll be right back. Super Rock Show. Let's go.
Woo-hoo.
Yeah. You already know what the fuck going on around here. Yeah. Usa, who she came back in the Musa. bubble in the mouth. Get him an Oscar when he act like he in the crowd. When I found he a shark, then I'm putting Lenny down. Pretty wise for my time, IQ win 1,000 a night. I'ma rise high through in and out. Terrorize any guys that he gon' be in the ground. When he down, Pennywise, Penny gon' make plenty rounds. I want my rock cause I'm so evil. Millie rock top, but chopped up people. Get him pop rock to hit that chop shop and drop more pounds off than I on keto. Do what you do and I want the blues. I double D, double with 5 torpedoes. Altitude and count the moon, my residue. One fingers and if I come throwing Cheetos. Damn, I stay with the knots. Just bought a breast so that she could get far. And that was just a side chick. My main got a raise cause she paid for the cars. Fine that it hurts cause I will be on top. I'ma fuck up the bridges like I can't shuffle cars. They fly with the birds trying to claim my spot. Put my talent the perch, I'm raising a bar. Yeah, you know what the fuck going on right now. These are not the shots that you wanna be taking, nigga. Come through and find out what the fuck we bout round here.
Okay. Yeah. This is the art of the wave. This is the hardest I charted the rage. This the result of that minimum wage. I'll never go hungry. I harvest for days. Hey, this is the start of the end of my ways. My mind has been bending in separate ways. I'm hitting the walls. I'm fucking amazed. I'm looking my fear in the face. Hey, force push. More power. Get the horse hooves. Get the sword, sir. I'm a sorcerer. Don't make me short circuit. Meet the Lord, sir. I've been demon slaying hobies and I'm praying. No see, no hear, no evil. I'm saying not here nor there. I jump and I land. 10 toes down with the word in my hands. I'm still grounded. Calm it have been well rounded. I'm upside down and I'm inside out it. Cause in between everything I believe, somehow I still doubt it. But not now, learned a lot now. Gotta chop down, better drop down. Boy, I'm coming for the spot now. Block out, never getting back in. I remember back in. Y'all try to hit me with the lockout. But now I'm kicking in the fucking door, bitch. I'm breaking in the windows and I'm tearing the fucking roof off. Indie in this house, ho! That's on gang, nigga! Yeah!
Right before that, pow. What's good?
Yeah, we had that
Anakin,
Lex
Bratcher.
Part of the Indie Amplify Creative Chaos Night.
Okay.
That was dope.
I saw a couple of videos on the Creative Chaos Night. It sounded like a lot of stuff happened, and you guys pulled off a lot of stuff that night. I want to talk about one of those nights, man. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, so it's basically a futuristic hosting, what we call Creative Chaos.
Right.
It's just a gathering of a bunch of different artists, mainly Arizona artists, to create one umbrella for all of us to come up and support each other.
Right.
That way, like if one person blows up, we all blow up, and we all
right.
get. So yeah, but actually, non-native Arizona heads that are out here from New York is Chris Rivers, Big Pun's son.
Oh yeah.
Denzel Porter, Osmond Benjamin, Ill MCs.
Yeah.
There's Elisa, a singer. There's Vinjay.
Okay.
And there's just a bunch. And
I thought that was him in the video.
Who's that?
Chris Rivers.
Chris Rivers,
I thought that was him. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So they're working on an album. Actually, I think they just finished it. OCD, which is Osmond Benjamin, Chris Rivers, and Denzel Porter.
Nice.
So they just finished, and so there's some content coming out from that as well. So,
Okay. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
I'm definitely looking forward to that. Big Pun's son for everybody else out there who doesn't know what's popping. You know what I mean? So so we talked about the crew. We were talking about your journey into film.
Mm-hmm.
You said you went to Hollywood. You were doing some shooting there, and or you were doing some shooting. And you were like, "Yo, let me just shoot this stuff myself."
Right.
Yeah, it's so interesting because like I find that when it's like when there's a dearth, it's like you either have to deal with the dearth or you just get creative. Like the creative people will just make something.
Yeah, I've noticed that's a pattern. Yeah, that's a pattern on people who like. That I really make it into like their own thing is because the rejection that they've got, or like people not giving them a chance. It's like, yo, if you gave me a chance, like I would do some, I would kill some stuff. And it's funny because I didn't know this about Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah.
I thought he started off the gate creating his movies, but he wrote a bunch of scripts that they didn't let him direct.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
There was like 3 movies that came out that he wrote that he didn't. Yeah. That they're like, you can write it, but you're not going to direct it. They had other people direct it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, like, so it was just bullying for him. Like, you know what? I'm not even going to deal with you guys. I'm going to do my own. And then like, look at him now. And I noticed that's a pattern now. I see a lot of people that just take matters into their own hands, and that's really the best way to go. I get more satisfied by doing that, even if it might be a struggle at first. If you're determined and you're good, it's gonna happen eventually. So
literally like that. That's actually, I went through a similar path where, you know, I worked in New York in like major music industry, and when I moved back out here, there was absolutely no music industry. It wasn't even what it is right now. It was nothing. You know what I mean? And it was like, and I remember having a music project that I put out because my brother used to do films, so I would soundtrack his films. So I remember having this music project that I'm like waiting for some label to just come out of nowhere and pick up. And they never did. And it was just like, okay, I don't want to just have this thing sit here. So I worked on getting it out myself, and then, you know, I kind of repeated that steps, and it led to me opening a label to put out my own projects, which turned out great. And then after that, it was like, well, how do you promote these projects? Because, you know, getting on FM radio at the time was like, it was like winning the lottery, you know, not like a big lottery, but like with the lottery. And I had a couple songs, but they only played for like 2-3 weeks or something, so you can't really do anything with it. So that's why I ended up opening the radio station, because it was like we needed an avenue, you know, there needed to be an avenue, so we did that, and that's running well now. And then of course the rock show comes after that, because I didn't see a I didn't see a Yo MTV Raps on the air. You know what I'm saying? So that's how. So no, I completely understand that, man. I think that's crazy, man. That's dope. That's dope. So like, let's say somebody's out there and they're like, yo, they want to hit you up for video work, or they wanna come down and do some stuff. How do they hit you or book you for video work?
The easiest thing would probably be my Instagram at ODIN'S.
Right.
I also have my website, ODIN'SCreations.com, and that's got a link to my YouTube.
Right.
My email, but yeah, you can just shoot me a DM on any of socials.
Word.
Just at ODIN'S.
Okay. Chase you down and all that other stuff,
and then
man.
just let me know what people want to do.
Right.
And then we'll work it out. But yeah.
Okay. A lot of people in the crew and stuff like that. You guys also have like a real serious b-boy history. Salute out to House and the whole Furious Styles crew. Chuck, I see you out there. Everybody out there, man. I want to talk about that, but I want to talk about that after the break. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So we'll come back. We got the music video of the week coming up in a moment and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So, but anything video related, chase it down. Before we leave, there's a couple projects. There's some projects you're working on that haven't come out yet. Yep. Is there some stuff you can talk about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. Right now, or
let's do it right now.
Real quick, I'm gonna shout out Nino Bless.
Salute out to my man Nino Bless, bro.
We got a bunch of stuff with him coming out. He's coming out with the Illuminati Reject Part 3. Yeah. He's got more albums on in the tuck as well, but I'm really hyped because these videos are crazy. If you guys know Nino Bless, he's wild, and it's an honor to like work with an MC of his eliteness. Yeah, you know. Yeah. When I first heard him, I was like, this guy's amazing. Yeah. And then we got the opportunity to work, and like we meshed well, his ideas with my ideas. Right. So that's super dope. There's a short film that I for this dude named Tuki in Chicago. He's putting out an album, and we made a visual. And so instead of music videos, it's gonna be a short film. Right. So I'm excited about that. What else is not
Interestingly enough, I remember like Nino coming down many years ago, and he's like coming down to do a radio interview, and he's coming and then you bring, and I didn't even know. I think that was my introduction to you doing like video work, and he's like, oh, this is my man, like, you know, this is my man Odin, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, that was the first time working with him.
That was great. Which video were you guys doing at that time?
We did Mind Alter.
Okay.
And
that was the
High Lows.
He was in the straight jacket. Right? Okay. I remember that. Okay.
That's still one of my favorite videos.
Yeah. And he's got some amazing stuff coming up, man. I was lucky enough to be on set for some of these. So so keep your eyes open, you know, for of course everything that Odin's putting out, and of course those that new Nino Bless project, because it's gonna be crazy, man. Yo, salute to everybody out there plugged in. Salute to House. I think you're familiar with him. You know what I'm saying? So Skywalk, we see you out there. Everybody out there locked in. We see y'all. Yo, I got the video of the week coming up. After that, we're gonna come back. We're gonna talk about Furious Styles. That's like 20 years right there. That's like 30 years right there. You guys
28.
It's a long time.
Yeah.
It's a long time. We're gonna talk about that right after the video of the week. Stay posted. We got some fire coming up. Stay locked in. Super Dupe Rock Show. Let's go. Yo, but I'm in the building. Bam! Just like that. Yo, okay, great, man. Yo, Furious Styles crew.
Yes, sir.
Golly, B-Boy crew. 28 years.
28 years.
That's a long time,
just
bro.
a hip hop crew in general, not
Right.
just b-boys. We have our graph writers from
Right.
Denmark right now.
Right.
We have our Spain chapter. So
Yo,
yeah,
I want you to
it's
give
everything.
a shout out to all the crew members. No, I'm just playing. In Germany. Right. Let's talk about how that came together, how that started.
With our outside the country chapters.
Just the whole thing.
Oh, the whole crew?
How did it?
Okay.
House. I don't know how it started. You have the conversation.
So
how did that go?
It originally started in '93.
Right.
Before the Furious Styles crew, my brother started a graffiti crew out here called SUS, Styles Upon Styles.
Right.
And within the crew, like my brother started bringing in the philosophies of hip hop culture.
Right.
And so he started building the crew, and it was like, okay, we got our graffiti writers, our MCs back then, which were also part of the graffiti crew, was Ilphonics. I don't know if you remember them.
Yeah.
The DJ was DJ Mello.
Right.
And then it started with the B-Boys, which was it was 6 brothers.
Right.
So that's why everything's always kind of been like really family and tight, because it started off with
family.
My brother House, myself. Right. We had these twins, Mike Rincon, John Rincon. And then we had Mr. Groove and his brother. Okay. So we were the original 6.
Right.
So it was always like we were a crew. We were like really bonded.
Okay.
So it started with that, and then little by little, it just started growing. We would throw our anniversary event. Yeah. Which is something that we got 28 years running with that right now. Right. But the crew just started getting bigger in Phoenix. We started winning, or just not even just competing, all over the place. And then it wasn't until my brother started traveling. He went to the B-Boy Summit #2 in San Diego. Nice. And he came back and he's just like, yo, I can't even. And it was before VHSs or before YouTube. Yeah. We didn't know the videos, and he would be like, yo, you guys gotta go to something out of state. Arizona's cool, but people are from worldwide out here in Japan. Yeah. I saw Japan versus Rocksteady crew. He was trying to explain how to do some of the moves. He'd be like, yo, I don't know, something like this. So when we were learning, we didn't learn the correct way until years later. Yeah. It was just what we thought, what we saw. Yeah, of course. And so a big influence back then was Rocksteady crew, because they were the crew back then.
They were a big influence to everybody.
Yeah. Right. And that's that we kind of molded a lot of our philosophies and our structure on how Rocksteady, because they had everything as well. They had their graffiti writers, DJs, MCs, the invisible scratch pickles, and so we kind of went off of that, and then we were like, yo, let's we traveled. The first time we went to Japan, we recruited 3 kids in Japan, and then we started. That's when we're like, yo, let's start the worldwide chapters. Then internet started happening, and so we started able to communicate with more people. Yeah. And then and it just became like we have our Spain chapter. These guys have 11 years. They're about to celebrate their 11th anniversary out there. Right. We have our Denmark guys who also have 10 years together. So yeah.
Okay. And you guys, so 28 years coming up in, is it November? November 28 years?
Yeah. Okay. Every November. Yeah, our 20th anniversary. So yeah, we're not sure what's gonna happen right now because the whole COVID and whatnot. But we're gonna have it no matter what. Because it's officially the longest running hip hop event. Yeah. Period. Yeah. So, 28 years. 20 years. That's a long. It used to be the Rocksteady anniversary, but that stopped.
It stopped. Right. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
And so we're just like, yo, we're just gonna keep that going now.
Right.
So.
Right. Definitely, man. Wow. That's amazing, man. I had, of course, I had an opportunity to pop up at least 1 or 2 of them, I think. Yeah. Beautiful event. A lot of energy there. These are 2-3 day events sometimes, I think, right?
It's turned out to a week. It starts on Mondays now.
Wow. Yeah, because you had people flying in from out of the country for these. Yeah.
And it would be like, yo, let's hang. And the anniversary, our crew is known for we kind of still are. Right. For how we party when we go anywhere. Yeah. They would be like, oh, if you're hanging out with your styles, you're gonna have a good time. And our anniversaries, we never focused on making the contest our highlight. Right. It was just more of a celebration for hip hop. It was the Furious Styles anniversary, but it was really a celebration of Arizona hip hop and bringing it so everybody could see what we have out here. Right. our parties were always a highlight because of the people in the crew and Stuntman and Flexum and Miracles and all of us, like, when we're out and about, you'll know, and people are like, yo, I'm coming just to party, you know? I'm coming to party. So people would come and we'd be like, yo, now it starts on a Monday. On Monday, we have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
So crazy.
So the whole week, like, depends on when you want to come down for what, and usually people come down just to hang out and party.
Right.
So, and that's why you feel the vibe is different than a regular contest. People are actually enjoying themselves. So I think it's one of the only events. I'm not even just saying that because it's our event, but it's like one of the only events that it's like pure hip hop still. You know?
Right. And I get that feeling when I'm in the environment too. I get that feeling. I want to talk about, you guys do a lot of stuff and have done a lot of stuff in terms of like community building, like, and in terms of like teaching and pushing that. I want you to talk about that stuff for everybody out there that doesn't know. Yeah, no, man, that's been going on. I know my brother used to work for the city of Phoenix. It started at this place called the Thunderbird Teen Center, which was a lot of hip hop heads that are killing it right now in Arizona came from that center. So it was just it was always working with at youth risk. So we would go to places of people who couldn't afford to do classes. We would go do free classes, teaching them about the culture, and then not even teaching them about the culture, but also like how to like make money off of your art. You know, like whether if you can draw, you can make flyers. Back then, I was making flyers for people, doing screen prints. Now with art, you can do tattoos. So we've always been involved with the community and showing how to people to grow with hip hop. Throwing events. We would do events and we would have like the kids help us, like, okay, you're gonna organize this part of the event, and we're just gonna be here to guide you, but we want you guys to run it just to let everybody grow like that. And it's always been about families. It's not like only for adults. It's always been all ages. So yeah, we've touched space, and not only like in Arizona, but like across the world. Just teaching classes and just being involved in the youth and all the different centers. Stuntman was in Detroit. There's a dope center out there. Shout out to Mav One. So yeah, it's just always been a thing to be involved, throw events. Right now, my brother also organized a thing called Love Fights Back, which is a graffiti movement that started like during like the George Floyd stuff. Okay, the George Floyd situation, right. So during all of that, it was a bunch of graffiti writers painting murals, saying love fights back, different like love messages, and showing different ethnicities together, showing that we need to unite and so it's always a positive message to everything. So so it's always some sort of involvement with that. Okay. So, and if somebody wants to like catch up with you guys in terms of like some of the events that you guys are doing, or some of the Furious Styles crew related items, how do they get in touch with you guys for that? Yeah, our main thing is you can hit us up on our Instagram at Furious Styles Crew. We also have FuriousStylesCrew.com. Okay. Or if you know any individual members, you can also shoot us a message. You can hit me up at Word. Yep. Okay. Yo, that's it. Yo, I got music videos for you. Salute to everybody out there locked in. Yo, salute to our stations out there. Salute to my people at Plug TV. Salute to my people at Grind City. Kay, you already know what's good. I'm talking to you, young lady. You know what I'm saying? Big salute to her. Yo, we'll be right back with y'all. Y'all stay posted. We'll be back. We got some music videos for you. Stay locked in. Let's go.